Elon Musk is a Russian agent. Oh, I don't care, bro, if this is true or not. Just kick him out of the country. Ship his back to Africa. That's all we really care about for real. Conspiracy theories from Reddit. What are some conspiracy theories from Reddit?
Andrew Tate is actually gay. Not that.
Yep, I've heard enough. Honestly, it's probably true, bro. No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yo, Andrew Tate could be dressing feminine and shit. Like, y'all remember that one picture of him in like the, what is it? Like some booty shorts. This theory maybe would have worked out in like 2022.
That there's anything wrong with that. Andrew Tate, like Adolf Hitler, is actually gay. And to make up
What? Yo, Reddit is so unserious.
For his extreme disgust with himself, he attacks anything viewed as feminine because he is actually gay. Just a conspiracy theory, because anyone who demeans and demoralizes women and acts like a top dog has got something they're trying to hide and or prove. The stock market is crashing because the billionaires who own the hedge funds want Dems to lose the election. Dems have threatened to make billionaires pay some income tax to support the economy.
Bro, it doesn't matter which political party you vote for. All of them are backed by like rich people.
That is making them even richer. Billionaires are throwing in with Trump because he gives tax breaks to the rich, because it includes himself and his family, destroying the price.
Trump.
Of stock hurts investors, so they will vote against the government that is in power. Ordinary people don't wake up one morning and decide to dump their stocks. It takes most investors days to meet with their advisors, and they don't invest in the wide range of small companies that are being hurt. Hedge funds, on the other hand, are owned by billionaires and handle investments for billionaires. They keep track of each other so they don't interfere with each other's manipulations, and they have computers that they can program to tank all the prices at the same time.
Is that real? Wait, so they could just lower all the prices right now? No, that's not how it works though. Well, okay, obviously for certain companies, they could change the prices, but like a lot of that is dealing with the economy and shit. And like how the economy is moving, because it isn't moving good for them. They're gonna like inflate it or not inflate it.
Watch Ken Griffin of Citadel at 3422, where he says that they are controlling prices and he knows who is doing it.
Now, passive investing is actually rooted in the theory that markets are efficient, and that markets are efficient because of active managers setting the prices of securities. Firms like Citadel, firms like Fidelity, firms like Viking Global, Capital Research. We're all running large teams of people that are engaged in fundamental research, trying to drive the value of companies towards where we think they should be valued. And passive investing, in a sense, enjoys the market efficiency that we create in our work each and every day.
Billionaires are telling us that our enemies are other ordinary people. We actually all want the same thing, but it isn't what billionaires want. They are
No, I swear to you, bro. The thing about America, bro, no matter what in politics, bro, each of the political sides always gain money from it. Whether like the Democrats, Republicans win, it don't matter. They get money from people. They get money from people that are lobbying and shit. They get way more money by making us hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, I don't know, a senator, like in Congress, like a Democrat senator's fighting a Republican one. Them having that rivalry and shit, they're making the people under them argue on like Twitter or something all the time. And then people, that makes more companies see them and pick which side they want to and give money to them. Hey guys, Tom NFG here. Did you know only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on? I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it, you know? It doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams, you know? We have a lot of fun over there, I'm telling you. We have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it, bye. Damn. By them arguing shit, it's benefiting both of them.
Making us
Oh yeah, this was a crazy pause. Huh? Maybe I should have picked another pause.
hate each other. They are the enemy. Dem voters and Republican voters want a fair tax system. They both want affordable healthcare and affordable housing. They both want background checks to keep guns out of the hands of career criminals. We are all the same. Rupert Murdoch, a billionaire, owns Fox, and they paid $787 million to Dominion
Holy shit! Fox News has that much money?
for lying to their listeners about the election machines. Fun fact, back before Wall Street shit the bed in 2008, one estimate was that Goldman Sachs alone controlled 40% of the market. Remember when the banks went begging to Congress for a bailout? At first Congress said no, then the market plunged about 7% the next day. At the time, it was the biggest single day drop in history. Then Congress passed the bailout. It's a big club, and the people Congress represents ain't in it.
At the end of the day, bro, like the government's just run by rich people. In America, bro, it's just capitalism. Shit, niggas was saying Trump was a billionaire, dog. Do you see how much every president's net worth goes up after they leave? What's Obama's net worth right now? Just as an example. Obama's net worth is 70 million. Dude, the president's salary is 400K a year.
Is all insurance one big scam? Oil prices have increased significantly over the past decades, as has insurance. Car prices and car insurance, homes and home insurance, healthcare and health insurance. It's all just one big scam where powers at be are working together to increase the prices of everything on us little guys. Yes, source. I've worked in corporate health insurance and healthcare. It's all a scam to make money. They are businesses after all. What's totally effed up is that they take your premium payments and play the stock markets, making even more money off of.
No, that is crazy, bro. I think some people don't even realize that like money in your bank account, it's not actually there. Bro, it's fake money the bank like gives you. It's just numbers. They just hold the money and then we'll just like gamble your money and shit and then make money off of it.
Providing you with a false sense of security.
And that's why a lot of the banks are kind of like in a way scared of crypto, because they realize with crypto, you can't really like gamble people's money. You feel me? Even though crypto isn't as reliable though, I will say that like it'll always be reliable to have a bank for now.
Security. They have whole teams of people that calculate the odds of having to pay out claims and find every way to avoid it. Source. I've worked in the industry for a while now. Insurance specifically works to profit by denying care. I'm fairly certain they have quotas to work to find reasons why they shouldn't cover it. There's a fairly involved test requested by our doctor for one of our kids. They denied it on the logic that a simpler, less expensive test should be done at first, and then the pricier test should be done if necessary. So we requested pre-approval for the simpler test. Got denied because it was quote-unquote decided it was not medically necessary according to their team of medical review.
They could just get away with this, so they could tell you to do some shit and then be like, nah, it's not allowed. How does that make any sense?
These. What actually happened during COVID-19? It should be called the anger pandemic. Am I the only one who's noticed how angry people have become? I mean, it's
okay. Low key, wait. They not wrong, actually. I gotta hear this out. Cause bro, on everything, shit was not this negative online. Dude, you go in any comment section now, negativity. You go on Twitter, it was always like this, but even worse negativity. You go on the news, negativity. Everybody was cooped up, bro. Because of that, bro, everybody got angry at each other for real. I will say that there was not as much negativity in the past as now, especially on social media.
Crazy to me how no one else seems to notice how normalized anger has become in our society. You look at 2018 compared to now, and people did not tolerate the kind of behavior they do now. It's like the anger has turned into hatred and violence. Am I the only one who sees it? There is a direct correlation that links back to the pandemic. So what the f*** COVID that turned us all into monsters? People forgot how to drive too. They developed insane anger, as you said, and also a distinct lack of consideration for other people, to the point that if they wrong you, they have the nerve to get angry if you get upset about it. It's like the real world became more like an internet comment section, minus the anonymity. I think people are angry because they are all poor. Everything is absurdly expensive.
I don't know why, that's just such a funny statement. You're all just broke. Alright.
Tired, overworked, and lonely. Also, everyone is constantly ostracized and told their way of life is bad no matter what they believe in.
It's just social media.
I believe people's cognitive functions deteriorated post-pandemic. People are just angry, restless, and impatient with everyone. It is all too apparent in the service industry as well, which I am currently in. I think it's watching the world we know go to shit, making us deeply sad and angry. We don't know what side is even a side. Can't trust the news or any political side. We learn that certain friends, family, or neighbors will drop you like a hat if you don't agree with their views. The cost of literally anything is through the roof, stifling half the population. Our leaders don't lead. We are seeing people's dreams get shattered, and we have no idea how to fix anything that is now clearly very broken. Modern capitalism is what is crushing us all, with stagnant wages and rising costs. Of course, the ultra-wealthy control the media and direct our anger away from them.
Nah, for real, bro. I'm telling you, bro, all the people that are rich, they don't want people that are like poor to come together and be like, wait, these dudes have like basically all of the fucking money and we have like nothing. Because they realize, bro, if niggas figure that out, it's over for them. Bro, to be anarchy in the streets.
Themselves. Yes, and the pandemic showed no one cares if you
And I'm
die.
talking about like super like rich like billionaires and shit.
As long as you were working.
Because they're the ones controlling
This is
shit.
exactly what's happening. It's astonishing to me how people can't see that. The real fight is not right versus left or black versus white. It's all of us against the ultra-wealthy elites that use us as their personal workforce. You are in your own timeline. I have a theory on consciousness. You have your own timeline. You own the timeline.
Yo, am I part of y'all's timeline? Wake up. Wake up. This is a direct message. Wake up. This isn't a joke. Wake up. I've been a figment of your imagination this whole time. This isn't a joke. This is your awakening.
Everyone else in your timeline are like NPCs.
Wake up. What?
Think that they are in their timeline, but in actuality they are in your timeline. You are all alone. Everyone lives in their own timeline. It's their story to make. In your own timeline, you will live till very old and die, and that's where your timeline stops.
Jeez, this is making me depressed.
For that, you'll not die in your timeline. There are many branches of your timeline. There are branches where you are no longer here, but that's not your timeline. That's someone else's main timeline.
Now, I always be thinking though, bro, you ever have the moment where you just wake up and you're like, holy shit, like this person lives their whole life? Like, especially when I'm driving, bro, I'll be looking at a car, I'm like, damn, this person has like a whole life, separate life, just living their own timeline and shit.
If someone dies in your timeline,
like, I'll never see y'all's timeline. I don't know y'all's timeline.
Your timeline no
I don't know my
what.
timeline.
Dreams are you peeking into someone else's timeline, but in your perspective. Every decision you make, you create a new timeline. All of you reading this are now in my timeline. In your timeline, this post might not even exist. Everyone has a happy ending in their own way. I love it. Every single comment in here, the consciousness and timeline thing is extremely intriguing to me. I don't think timeline is quite the exact word for what you are trying to say. Timelines are objective consensus realities.
See, this is too much words for my brain.
All consciousness within each timeline works together to form a matrix of vectors.
Calm down, buddy. All right, calm the f down.
That form the consensus reality. That said, if there are multiple or even infinite timelines, every consciousness doesn't exist in all of them. If they are infinite, then a version of you exists, and an infinite.
Yo, I can't hear this, bro. All right, bro.
I believe Kris Jenner is involved in human trafficking, and her clients are mostly high-end, powerful people.
What? Dog, if she was involved in human trafficking, you think her ass wouldn't have gotten caught by now? Dude, she is literally the mom of all the Kardashians. I will say Kris Jenner definitely has done some fucking up shit. Human trafficking? Bro, what?
And that's why she's able to get her daughter Kim so many gigs with high-end fashion brands despite her having horrible taste in fashion, and most famous people, particularly those with class, despising them. They're not really well liked at all by famous people. She does what Epstein did, blackmail powerful people for money and ways into their social circle. How else would Kris be able to pull these things out of her ass?
I mean, they're famous, bro. Kim Kardashian is famous enough now where she can literally go to any designer brand and they will be wanting to work with her. They reach out to her first.
To meet a single person who has bought any of their products.
$575? Bro, they just ripping people off, bro. Dude, the Kardashians just be ripping women off. Some women will just say, I'm gonna buy the whole complete collection of Kim Kardashian's skin set. I guarantee this is not even close to worth this price, bro. They probably make this whole set for $10 in a Vietnam factory out there. I know that post-buying clarity got to hit like crazy. You're like, holy shit.
I'm not saying no one.
And the bag is $70. Wait, so you're paying $575 to get the set, and you still gotta pay $70 to hold the shit?
But for them to be worth the amounts they're worth, I feel I would know at least one person. Didn't it come out that in the Diddy raid, there was a bunch of videos of Kim and them blackmailing?
What? No, that's not true. That would have came out by now. We don't know, like, who was in the Diddy video so far.
Yep, plus they are probably laundering money through a church with Lou Taylor, aka Britney Spears' conservatorship supervillain, who also partners with P. Diddy since the 90s. This is a brilliant theory. I'm an elder millennial and cannot comprehend how they have stayed relevant this long with so many other people becoming famous, either from TikTok or YouTube, and trends changing so quickly. I just want that vapid family to fade into obscurity, but they're hanging on for dear life.
I feel like they're falling off now. People don't care about them as much as they did in like the 2010s. I don't see even like, you know, the younger generation of girls talking about Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner and shit. They just don't care like that.
I remember hearing rumors way back in the day that Chris groomed Kim into becoming a sort of high-end escort to the rich and famous in LA. I wouldn't be surprised if this were true, considering the nature of Kim's rise to fame and the fact that all these B-D-Z-listers, Playboy models, starting out escorts on the side. I also remember Kim doing the whole Dubai circuit. LOL, there's a deep, dark rabbit hole regarding the sex industry in Dubai.
Yeah, they like getting shit on their backs.
Interesting research. If there's anyone likely to be involved in human trafficking, it would be the Kardashians. They have zero talent. She also leaked Kim's sex video with Ray J to make her go viral. Back then, Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant/friend. Kris Jenner is a piece of crap mom. Ray J is Brandy's brother. She was a popular R&B singer and made a sitcom called Moesha in the 90s.
I heard about her since the Yetiverse.
Agent. Think about it.
Oh, I don't care, bro, if this is true or not. Just kick him out of the country. Ship his ass back to Africa. That's all we really care about, for real.
February 24th, 2022. Putin invades Ukraine. Invasion goes badly and there's a stalemate. We know Putin and Elon have been in contact since early 2020.
They have? Since when has Putin or Elon talked to Putin? Oh, hell no, get this man out. Why is he even talking to world leaders, dog? Dude, you're supposed to make cars and shit and rocket ships. Why are you talking to Putin?
Before the
Y'all just hate him because Twitter? That is not why people hate Elon Musk.
invasion. Less than 2 months later, April 14th, 2022, Elon offers to buy Twitter. I don't believe this is a coincidence. Putin realizes he can't win conventionally, so he has Elon buy Twitter to get Trump elected.
Holy shit. The amount of monthly active users gone is insane. It's just up, down, down, down. It goes up again.
By turning it into a right-wing propaganda machine. Trump gets elected and hands Ukraine to Russia. Putin decided to play the long game once he realized he wasn't going to win. Does this make sense? Not to mention the fact he's using the Starlinks he gave to Ukraine to pass military intel to the Russian army. So
I highly doubt that, bro.
called elites pledge allegiance to money, not flags. Exactly, Saudis give him the money. Authoritarian oligarchs are sticking together. Musk, Putin, Bezos, Trump, and many others. They want to control all the levers of power on this earth. All the resources, all the necessities of food, housing, maintenance, transportation. This is happening quietly in the background. We are at a grave risk of corporate feudalism. Cross them and your access is cut off. It's billionaire fascists against everyone else. I only say no because Starlink, he offered and donated to the Ukrainian army, has been regarded by the Ukrainian military as one of the most important tools on the ground. At that, they would not be even a fraction as successful as they've been if it wasn't for Elon personally making the decision to get them a larger number of units to keep all large groups on the ground connected to the internet. For me, it is yes for the same reasons. Imagine you having control of all the data your enemy is using because they're using your internet. It's a gold mine. You can read all data you want. Weird TikTok account. Don't skip. Scroll.
Yep, let me go ahead and skip this. And just playing.
Going on TikTok today and came across a video with no likes. As I'm watching, I realized the video is for real off. It's a rack of phones and all of
them. Oh, this is like what, a streaming, like a streaming service bot or whatever?
Look to be similar in type, but they are all on different apps and seem to be actively scrolling and typing and other things like gaming all by themselves. I then look at the caption and it says Lily James Hepatitis A. I click on the page and the whole account is like this, but with different odd captions, saying things like Cuphead Spectrum Internet Hymen, Stages of Grief, Jedi Fallen Order Possum, McDonald's Near Me, Michelle Williams, Pete Davidson, Prince Charles. Can someone please explain?
Honestly, people would be, actually, I don't know, people would be surprised. The amount of like bots on every social media, Twitch included. I honestly have seen some people and I've seen their views and I've seen their followers. I'm like, bro, like your ass is low-key botting, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Like it'll be like a smaller streamer. I'm like, bro, how do you have this many viewers or how do you have this many people?
Explain what this is. The captions reminded me of a lot of things people would Google search because of the odd jumbled words and the use of near me.
Neon, okay, neon was obvious. Anybody could guess neon was like botting. I'm talking about people that are smaller that like people may not think like they're botting, but like I could see it. Like I could just tell, bro, as a creator. I'm like, holy shit. Like how the you jump from this many views to this one stream?
All of the videos
Because there's literally no point. I don't see any like good point in me botting, because like what the is the point? It just looks stupid if I have, let's say I bought and I had 1K viewers and the chat is just moving like at a speed of like somebody with 100 to 200 viewers. Like anybody can tell that's botted. And I see that shit happen with streamers. I'm like, bro, your chat is moving like so slow. I can tell you have like probably that amount of viewers.
sort of sitting with no differences. The first one has a dark brown object that moves out of the camera's view at the beginning of the video. It's just a click farm. They are most likely using randomly generated keywords that were trending on TikTok to try and squeeze extra money out of views on the videos. Yep, interesting that a lot of people don't know that China has thousands of these bot farms, each with thousands of phones just like this, just tapping away at links, ads, posts, even commenting on YouTube vids, Facebook posts, etc. In fact, 60% of all internet—
Isn't this the dead internet theory? 60% of all internet activity comes from bots? Bro, everybody's on the internet though. 60%? That's hard to believe.
activity comes from bots.
That's hard to believe.
Facebook
Everybody's
used to
on the
have
internet.
At least 80% bot engagement, making up for a large chunk of its revenue. Dawn Platinum dish soap is being sold to consumers with the end purpose of breaking up fatbergs and city sewer lines. Last weekend,
Who made up this theory? They hit the craziest crack pipe of all time and just typed on Reddit.
I went on a trip and put a few ounces of Dawn Platinum dish soap in a standard Ziploc baggie so I could wash some dishes in my room over the long weekend. The soap disintegrated the Ziploc baggie, also disintegrated the plastic package of a Chomp's beef jerky package, and started to disintegrate the beef jerky within 4 days. This soap is so strong and often on sale, I can't help but wonder if the quiet goal is to pass the cost of sewer cleaning onto the consumer by selling us this very caustic soap and passing it off.
What is this supposed to mean? We got acid soap? Like every time I put some Dawn soap on my hand, my shit gonna start burning? Nah, man.
And standard dish soap. Be careful with it. Procter & Gamble owns the sewer lines in the city I live in? ? The next type of warfare is happening right in front of us. I have been hearing this with my friends' kids who are way less developed than they should be for their age as a result of COVID, thus costing us our youth with lower intelligence to further destroy our country, United States, and make them more ignorant/docile.
This I honestly believe. I can believe in this. And the only reason I believe in this is because the difference on TikTok in the US and China. Bro, how the are they gonna have two versions of an app? One app gets the most brain shit, stupid, dog shit things ever, and the other app gets educational videos.
Be easily manipulated from the constant stimulation of phone technology/social media. This is in line with what the ex-KGB agent Yuri Bezmenov was saying, how they would target and destroy our country, testing our electrical grid and healthcare system. 2 days ago, flooding our country with fentanyl, working with the Chinese and the cartels. Whomever this force, whether it's Russia or multiple countries, we are very low in education, high in drug use, high in mental health. This is the next level of modern warfare. Influence through manipulation.
Be real, y'all. What's the chance of like China passing the US in like 100 years? I'm putting that shit at like 90%. Bro, China's just so ahead of the US. It's actually like really bad. The only reason China wouldn't pass the US, I feel like, is because the birth rates are lower. Like they don't have as many kids as the United States does. You feel me? Which is funny because that's actually what's kind of funny about immigration. Like I feel like the US, if anything, obviously there shouldn't be like illegal immigration because it's just like, it's an obvious thing. It's just not a good thing. And then people can come in with their own different intentions. Even if people come in with good intentions, you feel me? There's people that come in with bad intentions. But like the US should just have like a good ass immigration system. Like bro, if there's a good ass immigration system, bro, America would never be passed. Let's say it could take a month to go through the immigration process. It takes niggas years to go through that shit. Let's say it takes a month or whatever. You're able to come in. The US would never fail because they would just have more and more people growing and it would never slow down. The reason why China is not ahead of the US is because of the birth rate. Like they don't really like immigration like that, and they don't like foreigners getting visas and shit. They don't really like that. That might change. But a core reason why the US is ahead of every other country is because immigration. I'm even hoping with whatever Trump is doing with deporting, I'm hoping he like doesn't deport the actual workers, or they actually look at them, because if they just start deporting all the actual workers, that's just stupid to me. What the is the point? Like if anything, you're just devaluing the country.
And a constant state of dopamine and serotonin and propaganda. Ozempic went viral because it suddenly got more cost effective to cure fat people than it did to treat diabetes when the government kept the cost of insulin. Title: Don't care which politician you believed capped the cost of insulin. The reply reads, the
Okay.
drug was approved in 2017 for type 2 diabetes, which is basically a fat person.
Crazy thing is, I always think about insulin, like the diabetes drug is like, it was made for free. And then a company stole it and made it like $800 or something. Like $800 a month. That's, ugh.
Disease. They noticed that a major side effect of the drug was weight loss from the loss of appetite, which ironically also helps with lessening symptoms of type 2 diabetes. This was quickly noticed by doctors, so they started prescribing it for off-label use for weight loss. At the same time, the drug companies moved quickly to make a weight loss version of the drug, Wegovy, to sell separately with different dosages. Since they can now segment the market between diabetic insulin use and weight loss use, they can charge the weight loss crowd more. With regards to safety and side effects, we already know obesity is an extremely major health risk that ultimately will cause heart disease, diabetes, and stroke, etc. So many doctors and people feel the side effect risks are worth it. We are being indoctrinated into believing this is normal. How long before these things are freely amongst us, in large numbers, in public, scanning us, watching us, violating our personal space, our privacy?
What the f is going on here? Okay, this will never be normal. If I'm ever walking on the street and I see some lady getting stripped down by a robot and getting... I'll be damned, bro. I mean, robots is already integrating into society, though. Like, bro, people on, like, college campuses and shit, or just, like, in general, you see, like, the little robot cars with food inside of them delivering to people. Robots is pretty much integrated into society. It would be fun to have one of these, I feel like.
Etc. Eventually, even flesh and blood will not be necessary for our security and safety. I understand Boston Dynamics has been working on these things for years now, and they have used them in public and military use. This is not new. But what's the point?
The amount of shit, like, you wouldn't even think it's getting automated. Dude, I was at McDonald's, right? Pull up to the drive-thru window. I look inside. There's like a machine. It has like 8 cups. And it's like literally, it's a screen. It individually is filling each cup with the exact thing it needs. And it closes it with a cap. Like, it's a robotic. Dude, the workers don't even have to do that shit. They don't even have to fill the cups anymore.
Of stuff like this. Hundreds of millions of dollars, a decade of time and research to even make these things a possibility, and we are using them for literal, mindless, useless garbage. Imagine it's 2003 and you tell your coworkers, friends, or family that cell phones can track you, steal your personal info, spy on you, etc., and they laugh at you and scoff at you, label you as crazy. This will be no different.
Hey, W productivity. I don't know, everything within the next 5 years, bro, y'all gonna see some shit become like robotic that you would never think. Like, I fully believe in like 5 years, all fast food restaurants are gonna be like basically running on their own. Like, they'll need like 1 or 2 employees, and then that's it. If you're watching on the 2, make sure to join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy NFG.